Today I'm going to teach you guys the basics of the takedown and guard, which are two fighting moves that will basically guarantee you that if you're getting jumped, you're at least not going to get entirely destroyed. Most people don't realize, but at least 75% of fights, be it in a tournament or just on the street, 75% of those fights are going to go straight to the ground, which means one of you is going to end up with your back on the ground, probably getting their face beaten in. And I am here to teach you to not get your face beaten in. Alright, George, my lovely assistant, would you like to come up here?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to teach you the basics of the takedown. So if you do get in a fight, you end up on top of your lovely assistant. So today, the basic takedown is basically the way that you're going to trip up the opponent and end up on top of them. This way, you're in a dominant position over your lovely assistant. Alright, so if you're going to go for a takedown, the first rule of fighting in general is keep your hands up. If you've got your hands here, that's not good. Your head is still a very open target. Hands up means hands up to your eyebrows minimally. So as you're going in for the takedown, keep your hands up, or the guy's just going to punch you straight in the face, and you're going to look like a total idiot. Because trust me, running straight at somebody just getting decked doesn't make you look too intelligent. Anyway, if you're going for a single leg takedown, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to drop to one knee, and yes, some of this is going to look sexual, and I can't wait for the jokes. And you're going to grab behind one of their knees. Alright? This gives you control over that leg, and he can't just pull it out. He's got to really work for it. Oh yeah. So if you're trying to take your opponent down, and they might be bigger than you, you're going to knock their structure out, which is their legs. So once you've got control of a single leg, you want to grab the other leg and push your shoulder into their hips. Yes, more gay jokes. The simple anatomy behind this is you're pulling his base structure out as you push forward. So I could tackle George here, but I don't think the floor would appreciate it. So basically all you're going to be doing is once you're in that position, you're going to be grabbing on the back of his knees, lifting up, and pushing forward. That'll take him to the ground. I'm just going to not do that to George because I love him too much. That's the basic of the takedown. You do that properly, I guarantee you, you're going to win whatever conflict you're in. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the guard. The guard is what you're going to do if you're the one who gets taken down, or if you trip, or basically if you're the one who's fallen onto the ground and you don't really feel like getting your head beaten off the ground like a basketball. The first thing you want to do is, if you're on the ground, is you want to immediately point your legs towards your opponent, which I could do, but there's a podium and lots of things that would get in the way visually. Basically, if you're lying on your back, you want to put your legs directly towards George, so that if George comes at me, I can either kick at him to get away from him, or I can actually wrap my legs around his waist, which may look, you know, more gay jokes, yay. But it's an extremely effective way of keeping George extremely close to me, so he can't push away from me and then continue to beat my skull in. So basically, if you're in guard, you want to wrap your legs around his waist and lock them with your ankle. Then you also want to grab his shoulder and head, and you want to keep them right close to you, because if you're just holding him with your legs, he's just going to simply push off of you with his chest, and he's going to beat you. And if you're like head to head with him right here, he can't hit you like that, or at least he can't do it very effectively. So yeah, that's the basics of the guard and the takedown. I hope you don't get beat up.